And what's some of the lies you say?
I say, let's say the war in heaven.
Okay.
See, they talk about the war in heaven, but they don't go much in detail.
True.
You really know what happened during that time.
Okay.
It's heaven.
True.
What if heaven is God?
True. I'm gonna give you the biggest lie. The biggest lie. Who is this?
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Have you seen these pictures? Anywhere? You ever seen these pictures in the churches?
It's white Jesus, right?
White Jesus. Okay, you say white Jesus. So you saying that Jesus was a black man?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was a black man.
But that's you say you don't know?
I said I believe he was a black
Okay,
man.
we'll show you. We'll show you. You ain't got to believe no more. We'll stop all that. We're gonna show you. Because that's the biggest lie. Like you said, it's a lot of lies, like the war in heaven, things like that. It's a lot of lies. This is one of the biggest lies. 1-1. The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ. So we're revealing who?
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. Let's go to verse 14.
No.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. So white like what? Like wool. What's wool? Like sheep, right? So like our hair. Okay, cool. So that's one thing that you see that's a lie. That's one thing that you see that's a lie. Because this one don't have wool hair. All over the world, you don't see that have wool hair. But what's this image right here? We used to paint our images black. Why? Because Christ was really a black man.
Right.
That's wool hair right there. That's 1912 AD.
See, I believe they whitewashed it.
Exactly. We'll give you that too. Read. His head and his hairs were white like wool, as white as snow. As white as snow, because he just like your granddaddy, something like that. You know what I'm saying? White woolly hair. Read. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Now, why do you think Christ had eyes as a flame of fire?
No.
Because we're revealing the real man. You know what I'm saying? He walked on earth like this. You get what I'm saying? So his eyes is red with wine. That's what we're gonna bring out. Let's get Genesis. No, okay, cool. The book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine. That was a prophecy, and it shows that Christ came from the tribe of Judah. That's your same tribe. That was a prophecy saying when he come on the earth, his eyes be red with wine. Because he drunk wine, he drunk strong drink, but he didn't get drunk. That's the thing that our people think. We think that getting drunk, that we want to feel good, we want to be unsober. We think that's cool. But Christ, he didn't get down like that. Let's go back to it.
No.
And verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool. Like you said, have hair just like us. That's one. As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And he had red tint in his eyes because he drunk wine in moderation. Read. And his feet. Now we're looking down his feet. We're looking down his skin. Read. Like unto fine brass. What's brass? Brass. B-R-A-S-S. It's like a penny. I wish you got your phone? Type in brass. We're going to show you. These are lies. This is what we're out here showing. Like our people, they still think in 2021 Christ was white. They still think that. They don't even consider that Christ looked just like them. Right. And this is the thing we're trying to show our people. That will get us out of brass. Exactly. Now watch this. And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burned in a furnace. Now if you threw that thing you showed me in a furnace or in an oven, a fire, what color will it get? It will get black.
That's
so Christ,
right.
So what did the Bible just describe Christ? As a
That's
black man.
right.
Now you said you believe that they whitewashed. Because they did do that. Because remember, look, this at 1912 AD.
912.
So, 912 AD. So, where did this come from? It came in the Renaissance. So we'll show you that. Give me Maccabees. Read.
Bring it out.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. Give me chapter 1, verse 1. Chapter 1, verse 1. This was the time of the Greeks.
Bring it out.
Who were the Greeks? The whites. Okay, this we read. You probably don't know about the book. Have you ever read the book of Maccabees? Okay, cool. Read. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. No. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes. Right. That he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. The first over Greece. So we're reading about this is Greece history. But who were the slaves in this time when the Greece was ruling? We were. So let's go to chapter 3. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And lay open the book of the law. What's the book of the law? The book of the law.
you talking about like the Ten Commandments, or are you talking about
Exactly. Because the Ten Commandments is what?
it's like
What's another name for commandment?
things?
Another name for commandment. It's a law. Go to Sirach. Is it Sirach 4:1? No. Baruch 4:1. Baruch 4:1. I'm going to show you the book of the law, what the book of law is reading. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1.
No.
This is the book of the commandments of God.
Bring it
And
out.
read. And the law that endured forever. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law. So let's go back to Maccabees.
Bring it out.
We're going to show you what book they laid open. The book of the law. Read. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 3 and verse 48. And laid open the book of the law. So they laid open the Bible. The Bible, read. Wherein the heathen, read, had sought to paint the likeness of their images. They wanted to paint the likeness of their images. Because you got to think about it. In the book of Genesis, God created man in his image. So, you from Oklahoma City? Okay, so who are cursed in Oklahoma City? Just by looking, just by driving through the city.
Like
Who would you say is cursed?
us?
Why'd you say that though? You sound unsure.
I mean, because I don't know. I wanted to say whites.
Why they cursed?
See, I don't want to say they curse. I just know they just naturally got that faithfulness. But
Okay, yeah, they evil. Okay, cool, I got that.
See, I don't know who's cursed. I don't think we're cursed. Would you
Okay,
say
look
we're
around.
cursed?
Look around.
I mean, we don't really have much of a environment.
Okay, so where the white folks stay at?
No. Bring it out.
The what? They live on the rich side of town.
Right.
So why are we living like this?
Our oppressors.
Read it again. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
Bring it out.
But it shall come to pass, meaning in the future, read, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Because we didn't listen to God, like he said, his commandments. To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses, and remember, it all started because we didn't listen. So God not going to bless somebody that don't listen to him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Read. Shall come upon thee and overtake thee. So since we didn't listen, God did this. Cursed shalt thou be in the city. So why would God put white people in a rich city and they disobey his commandments? Why would he bless them like that? Because he didn't bless them. He cursed us because we didn't listen. That's why like you said, they live on the rich side, and we got this right here. We got 75th Store. We got this. You know what I'm saying? We got the south side of Oklahoma City. We got down other 75th Store down here with the crackheads and all stuff like that. We got prostitution.
Right.
We got gang banging.
Right.
We got all that stuff. We got drugs. We got meth. We got all this in our community. We got murder in our community. That's why I said, cursed shall we be in the city. Let's get another one. Keep on reading. And cursed shall thou be in the field. So in the field, think about that. It said cursed in the field. Now think about that. Think about back in slavery. Who was cursed in the fields? Was it white folks or was it black folks? It was blacks. You see what I'm saying? So it started to show you that curse was bad. We wouldn't want to pick that cotton and things like that, not them. You know what I'm saying? And they benefiting everything. They living, like you said, they living in the rich part of town because of this right here, because our curse. Because did they pay us any money back then? They still living off our back. They ain't give us no reparations.
Right.
Huh?
So all that cotton we picked. We pay attention.
Right. We still use that, but do we get benefits from it? We don't get nothing from it. So what does it matter? So let's go to 32. Let's go to 32. Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters. So this is another one. It said that your sons, because remember, who is he talking to? He's talking to Judah. He's talking to all Israel. He said, Judah, your sons and your daughters. Remember, he said, in the future or then? In the future. So it said, your sons and your daughters shall be given unto another people. So when was the American blacks' sons and daughters given to another people? Right. You be sounding unsure, but that's your history.
I am it's kind of foggy. I don't know. See, if I would do research and do all that,
Right.
I figure I'd get better at it.
Right. That's why we got pictures for you right here. What is these?
No.
That's like a slave buying place.
Right, that's auction block.
Right.
Read that from the top. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. And that's what was happening. We weren't giving to our same people. We were took from Mississippi, they're gonna take you and put you in Tennessee or something like that. Florida to Texas. We was getting shipped out. Separated. Read.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them
And long. That's all we can do is long for our children. Read.
all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
And why did we have no might in our hand during that time?
Because we didn't listen, right?
Because we didn't listen, right? God cursed us. He said that was going to happen to us. Because we didn't listen. That's why to this day, we don't have no military might to like, when we get shot down in the street by the cops and they get off guilty, do we have any might to change the call and put them in jail? We don't have that type of might. So all we got to do is sit here and long for our children and watch them get shot dead and things like that. Think of DHS. DHS going to take predominantly our kids. And then we got to go to the courthouse and pay money and things like that, and we most likely still don't get them back. Let's go to 48.
Verse 48, therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
So it said, therefore, since you didn't want to listen, we're going to serve our enemies. Read. So that shows you that Israel has what? Right, but Israel has, okay, read that from the top.
Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
So what did Israel have in this world? What does the black man, the Hispanic man, and Native American have in this world? Read that from the top. It's a key word that I want you to say. Because a lot of times we think that everybody our friend. We go to the other nations to give us money, to give us laws, to help us and things like that. We go protest. Please stop killing us, all this stuff like that. But the Bible said this.
Therefore shall thy serve thine enemies.
So what do we have in this world?
See, I got to pick between two words. Thy serve?
Serve who? But who we serving? Read.
Thine enemies.
Our enemies?
We have enemies.
That's
Because you got to think
right.
about it. 400 years of slavery. They did this to us. Did they do that to a friend or something like that? A companion? Exactly. This right here. Why would they do that and we just red versus black? Why would they, like you said, they whitewash? Why would they whitewash over our pictures?
So they can make themselves superior race?
Because they're your enemy.
That's
They're
right.
your enemy.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.